What's happening with my subscribers, man? I got a fire-ass interview coming from you from a G that I respect, that you ain't never heard nothing about from the existence. Them type of people, them type of solid individuals that they don't really make them like that no more. Well, this person right here, man, this is my dog. This is my bro. Couch, man, introduce yourself, man.
What's up, Dirt? What's up, Couch? Out of South Sacramento.
Meadowview, South Sacramento. So, you've been around since damn near like the beginning of like the change. Because I remember back in the days, I don't remember, but I remember OGs telling me stories about back when like people used to break dance and stuff like that, and then it went to gang banging and stuff like that. Man, I look up like whether y'all know it or not, this G right here is from the era of in front of me, but we was able to lock and meet on the lines and build like you say, man, lines that you build behind them walls. Them things is for tough. So the significance of this is a Pete's kid. What is a Pete's kid? Pete's kids are people that were affected by the laws put in place by Pete Wilson when he was in office in the mid to early 90s, and a lot of people paid the price. Meaning like 14-year-olds were like getting charged as an adult and being forced on penitentiary lines. So this is a Peace kid.
Yeah, I'm a Peace kid. I'm one of the first Peace kids because I believe that the three-strike law went into effect, I think, in 94. That's when I caught my case.
Yep.
My first adult case. I was 18 in 94, which was a strike. It was assault with a firearm. I didn't know it was a strike. I didn't know nothing about this shit. It was new, and I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't even think this shit applied to me. But I found out 2 years later, I think, that it did apply to me.
Whoa, that's cold business. So that means like what happened is people was getting one strike for some petty stuff, like some stupid stuff, and then next thing you know, they do their time, they little 7-8 months, then they get out. And then they get locked back up for something and it might not have even been that serious. But they was charging them with 2 strikes. And in some cases, they was giving them the extra 2 strikes for whatever thing. Like if you had 2 felonies in your case, they was giving you 2 strikes and they was striking you out.
Striking your ass out. So I had assault with a firearm. That was a strike. So a year and a half later, or maybe like almost 2 years later, I caught a case. It wasn't even violent. But because I had the strike, they doubled me up. That's when I found out about the strike. That's when they told me about it. My lawyer was like, "Oh, you have a strike. They're gonna double you up, and you're gonna do 80% of your time." I'm like, "What?" And
yeah,
that's what it was.
In Sacramento, we was the capital, so we was getting washed.
Sacramento was a no joke. They was pushing the line on that 3-strike shit. I had Selly Smoji cats was getting life for stealing cigarettes.
You hear about the dude that had to? I met a dude. When I turned 18 and went to the county from juvenile hall, I met a dude in the tank that got struck out for a fist fight.
On everything, but at the same time, that's an assault. So they'll say that's violent. You feel me? See, a lot of things that we don't think is violent and aggressive, you feel me? Really, they make it violent and aggressive. You know what I'm saying? They'll, like, if you take somebody's phone, they'll say armed robbery. Now you got an armed robbery case? I thought armed robbery when you pull a gun out of
But they say he feared for his life.
All that. So
fear for his life. So and they can hit you with terrorist threats and all type of shit.
One thing about Sac County, man, they throw all kind of shit at you. You know what I'm saying? They throw whatever they can get at you, whatever they can throw at you, so you could take that deal. You know what I'm saying? They say because if you go to trial, we're going to give you these 5, 6, 7 charges, and you get the max.
Did you have a real lawyer or a paid one?
Public defender.
Public pretender. I told him, man, my public pretender told me, you did it. Take the deal. You did it.
Yeah.
Argue with my grandma and everything. Yeah. But the last time I went for the gun, I actually had I got a public pretender that got the same deal that my paid lawyer got, and I still had to pay my lawyer that stuff. I was like, man, cool, I don't need you. He was like, man, you already paid me my retainer. I can't get nothing back. He was like, no.
So yeah, and really in doing that time, that's when I learned about the law. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot about a lot of gun cases. The shit, basically what they would say is my MO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I learned about gun cases, gang shit, violent shit. You You know what I'm saying?
So how old was you when you hit your first pen line?
I was 18.
18? Like you went to like Tracy? So you was 18 in Tracy and your first main line?
Yeah, I caught the case when I was 18. Assault with the firearm. Took 2 years with half. It was halftime back then.
Yeah, everybody was getting
You know
half.
what I'm saying? It was halftime back then. So 2 years with half. All I had to do was a year, but you had to be A1A to start your halftime. So I didn't become A1A for a few months. So I ended up doing like 15 months off 2 years.
Did you get in any riots that first time you went to the pen?
Nope.
It was like lower level?
I was lower level, and luckily, you know what I'm saying, I went to Tracy. I was at Tracy for what, 3 months, I think, and there wasn't no problems. Went to Solano level 2, and it was sweet. You know, level 2s is sweet most of the time.
Yeah, they got some level 2s was active.
Some of it active, it could pop, but it's not like level 3. It ain't like high desert.
Yeah, oh nah. So what's the first main line that you hit?
That was Solano level 2, and I was only there for like about 9 months, and you feel me? It was cake.
But you was still young when you actually came back to the pen. So what line did you hit when you came back? Did you notice, what were the differences that you noticed?
So what happened was, I got out, I was 19, I only stayed out 5 months.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
See, that was the trap right there.
The trap right there. So, caught that case. That's when I found out I had the strike. I went to trial for my case, you know what I'm saying? They found me guilty for whatever I was guilty on, you feel me? So they end up giving me 9 years, but mind you, I had a strike, right?
Yeah.
Double that.
Oh, double.
And what I got to do, 80% on 18 years.
So you walked off like 16.
I did, yeah. 15 on that.
15 years.
Yeah. So, so from there, I knew I was going to a whole nother kind of prison.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
We can both get right. When you're drunk and you ain't gotta ride. Look in your eyes, see you want me inside. You can come to my house and spend the night.
You know what I'm saying?
They be coming with them sneak attack tricks like fake squash and shit.
Bro, it was a sneak attack. It's like me and 5 other brothers on the basketball court. The white boys is on the other side of the basketball court.
Yeah.
They congregate. There's probably like about 30 of them or something. Alarm goes off in one of the buildings. So, we turned it like, oh shit, it's gonna kick off. Soon as I turned around, bruh, they was running our way.
Wait a minute, was you in the one in like 96?
This is 98.
Wait, yeah, this the one that made the news. Where they set y'all up.
Well, the motherfuckers had to call. They shot 2 motherfuckers. Motherfuckers got sliced and all the shit.
Yeah, that's the one.
The ambulance came on the yard and everything.
I talked about that story. I
Right.
didn't. Not like in detail, but I heard about it enough to where when I first came to the pen it was 98.
Bruh, 30 white boys was running our way. So I'm backpedaling fighting.
Yeah.
Me, one of the Damu homies from Dago. So
they don't know how the Dago and Sac be rocking.
Dago 61916. We fuck with it.
Yeah.
I fuck with my Dago niggas.
On everything.
You already know. I fuck with my Skyline niggas, my Lincoln Park niggas.
Rims.
You know what I'm saying? My Brands.
5'9".
You know what I'm saying? All that.
So you was like backpedaling like they was.
Bruh, they running towards us. We backpedaling fighting.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the brothers came. You know what I'm saying? And I never forget some Crips from one was from the 90s, one was from 60s. Came to my aid. I'll never forget that.
Hey, I'm telling you, like when the Mexicans got on me in Solano, nigga, I was helpless. Nigga, I was up under the Mexican like this. He was trying
to take your head off, huh?
Yeah. So nigga, Snoop and Dre from Stockton, from Crips from Stockton.
You never forget who helped you, blood.
Man, I'm telling you,
I never forget who helped you.
Man, when I came back to that pen and went home, and he was there, I was like, bro, anything in my cell, you can have it. What you want? I got fuck books, pictures, CDs.
Yeah, real shit.
That was the least I could do because that was one time in my life, nigga. My life, nigga, you know.
Yeah. So they came to my aid. You know what I'm saying? And we did the thing, did the riot thing. The police shot a white boy in the chest. I'll never forget.
Damn.
He had a white t-shirt on. He was laying in the middle of the yard. His white t-shirt was just red, bro.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? And another white dude had got shot.
See, I heard
motherfuckers got stabbed. It was just, you know what I'm saying? It went down.
See, the rumors that I was hearing about High Desert was like about the knives. Like when the riots happened, they find a real buck knife.
That was when I was at Salinas Valley.
Oh.
That was at Salinas Valley, right?
Oh, okay. So then, High Desert.
I went back to High Desert. They get, we went to the hole. They gave everybody a transfer. What's it called? Adverse transfer.
Adverse transfer.
So I'm like, okay, I'm finna go to another level 4. And they send me right back to High Desert, bro. I just left. Send me right back. They sent like about 15 of us up there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
High Desert in the 90s
was no joke.
Man, was no joke. I had a plan though. See, when I went to high school, I lived in a place called Quincy and Portola. And I went to high school out there in 95 and 94, a little with the 10th and the 5th grade. Well, Portola is not too far from High Desert. So if they ever would have sent me to High Desert, I'd have been like, Billy Bob, I went to school with you. Your mama Jane and your brother Toby. And man, they was going to get me up out of that motherfucker. I wasn't going to do no High Desert.
Them SEALs was cowboys. You know what I'm saying? It was like, because you got to think, they up there in the mountains.
Yeah, for real.
Wasn't no Mexicans or no blacks, no Asians really up there. You know, it's supposed to be all white people.
You used to hear about a lot of people dying driving to that motherfucker though.
Yeah, I heard about somebody going to visit, someone died because it be snowing and shit, and them narrow roads around the mountains trying to get there.
On everything.
You gotta be careful.
On everything.
You know what I'm saying? Even on that bus, I remember you could like look over the edge. You're like, boy, we tip over, it's a wrap.
That means y'all went to the canyon. Y'all might have went to the canyon because the canyon running along the Feather River. Like to get to High Desert, if you can come through Reno, or you can come through California through like the 99, or you can come through the mountains. And the mountains is when you're looking on the side of them cliffs.
And you know that them police or them CEOs, they be taking different routes.
They got to. They got to,
for security reasons. You know what I'm saying? So,
I used to be like, when I was getting transported, we was getting close to Sacramento, but I was like, man, why is y'all taking this way? Y'all going through Auburn, Placerville, and coming out of Cutch.
They're going to take the long route.
Yeah, because they don't want you to, like, if they have repetitive patterns, then, you know, if somebody get a drop on them, escape and all that shit, that shit happens.
But that initial drive from Tracy to High Desert, I went with my carney. And we was just like, nigga, we going to the battle zone. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You got 16 years to do it. You like 21?
I was 20, maybe.
16.
Because I turned 21 in High Desert, so I was 20 on my way up there.
So 16 years old. I was 18 with 18 to do.
Yeah.
So you was 16. I mean, you was 20 with 16 to do.
I had to do was 15, bro. You know what I'm saying? And in my mind state, I was just like, I'm gonna just stay solid.
Did anything that you learned from the level 2s help prepare you for the level 4s?
Hell yeah. What I learned was people's mentalities. You know, in jail and prison, people play games and try to play motherfuckers and all that shit. So I learned that part of the game. You know what I'm saying? But so it prepared me, I guess you could say, for High Desert. You know what I'm saying? Now High Desert, really, you just gotta go up there with a mentality of it's more serious. It's 10 times more serious than level 2.
So what I learned, I went in reverse. So I learned serious first. Then I realized, okay, y'all had it good here.
Yeah.
So you knew it was good.
Yeah.
And then you went to where it was bad, but you in your mind, you like, no, this ain't prison. Like you can really like do better and go down to lower levels.
Yeah, that level 2, bro. They didn't have no areas. See, I didn't know about areas. They didn't have no.
The political.
The only people that had areas were Northerners and Southerners. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, they had that side of the day room. Northerners got this side. Southerners got this side.
Yeah.
They don't cross. You feel me? But the blacks, Asians, white boys, you know what I'm saying? We can, go wherever we want to go. Yeah. So when I went to High Desert, right, we was on lockdown. I guess a brother had stabbed a Serrano or something. You feel me? Something was going on. We was on lockdown. I went in the cell by myself. So when we come off lockdown, like about a few weeks later or something, because they had been on lockdown, I'm going to the yard, but everybody I knew went to school. They had jobs. Yeah. So I walked to the yard alone. So I'm just trying to see where the blacks is. I'm walking across a little area, and the Southerner was like, hey, excuse me, man, you're walking in my area. Or you're walking in our area, right? And I was like, what? You feel me? I had a complex. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to take it. I'm like, what? And he was trying to explain shit to me. I'm like, hold on, you feel me? And then another brother told him, was like, I'll talk to him. And was like, bro, let me talk to you. You feel me? It was like, this is the area right here. And I was like, oh, okay. He explained the areas. Yeah. This is the Southerners area over here. This is the whites. This is the others. We over here. You feel me? And at the time, it wasn't no blood area, no Crip area. It was a black area. You know
So,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
This before the high desert, it was all dirt. They didn't have no.
Wow.
They didn't have no benches. All they had was some bars, some dip bars, pull-up bars, and a little weight pile.
So I describe high desert like this. I say high desert is like the prison that time forgot about. Because in the other prisons, when we was having cell phones and shit like that, high desert was barely making it by. And they was doing stuff in like, they wasn't like, they was giving them sugar-free syrup. And
Man,
because
I remember that came.
man, sugar-free syrup, we getting pancakes with sugar-free syrup. It's like pouring water on your pancakes.
That shit look like brown jello.
Brown jello. Hey, I was,
Sweet.
man, I used my imagination. I eventually got tired of just giving my pancakes away. I was like, fuck it, I was just making do what it do. That was like
I forgot all about that bullshit ass syrup, bro. There's so much bullshit that come with prison, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so that little punk ass syrup was just one of them.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
then I heard y'all packages was limited on what y'all could give.
No canned goods. You know, because when I was at level 2, it was canned goods.
Yeah,
You get everything in that motherfucker. But you know, high desert, it was like no canned goods because the motherfucker had just stabbed a motherfucker with a canned good on another yard.
Yeah, and that changed produce.
They took all the canned goods. You know what I'm saying?
We was getting them for a while. Then they took the canned goods out the quarterly packages.
Yeah.
You remember quarterly packages though?
Yeah, regular from the streets.
That shit was cool. Cause that's the only way that shit was getting introduced to the yard as far as like different stuff, like different shoes, different shorts. Yeah. That's the only way we would know about it. That and magazines. Then when they took all the quarterly packages, everybody started looking the same.
Remember the man, when I first came to prison, bro, they had motherfucking real hot pots. Them orange ones, they was metal.
You talking about the red ones?
The red ones, yeah, the red hot pots. When them niggas was making motherfucking, they was frying shit up.
Nigga, the mackerel.
Fried mackerels and you know what I'm saying?
My mackerel tastes like chicken on everything. The homie Baye was in Solana when I was in there. That motherfucker tasted my fish, my fried mackerel. I ain't said, tastes like chicken.
My nigga Leroy at Old Folsom was making a motherfucking.
Leroy had 5 burritos too though. He had the 5 burritos.
That mackerel, boy, them fries, boy. That was my folks.
You know, you already know I knew Leroy from when I first came, when I was 18.
Because Leroy was in Slims Valley.
Yeah, me and him Bass.
You already know.
Yep.
You know what's up? Shout out to my nigga Leroy, man, Trail Hill.
Shout out to Leroy.
Shout out to Bass, man, crazy ass.
Free Bass. Yeah, man. So basically, what I got going on with the Dirty Weather channel is that, you know, I've been trying to put together a voice because I remember when I went to Florida, it kind of disturbed me. I ain't gonna lie, this is probably personal, but it kind of disturbed me that people didn't really know about Sacramento like that. It kind of made me more passionate about my cause. So when I finally got done with my traveling, I was kind of like Dirty Appleseed. I ain't gonna lie, I'm dropping seeds and introducing and shaking hands and meeting friends all across the country.
Yeah.
But the one thing that really I took personal is that we the capital of California, and people didn't know us. So I've said about, I respect everybody from Sacramento that has a message, that has a cause, and that has a platform or a voice, and is using it to bring light on the city. So that's what I aim to do. And you one of the most respectable dudes from your neighborhood that I can see. And I've been around for a long time. And we used to be on the line, just like same way we is right now, chopping it up. We used to be on the line sitting next to the basketball court in Old Folsom just talking about what we gonna do when we get out. And mind you, this is like 2006, 2007. So we patiently waiting and working out. This motherfucker do so many goddamn push-ups, it's crazy. So many push-ups, it's crazy. But we would be working out, talking about the future of what we gonna do. And I ain't gonna say I'm antisocial, but sometimes when I want to chop game, I want to chop game without the additives and preservatives, and that's why we bonded. So that was 2006, and what year is it now? That's them prison bonds.
Real shit, bro.
So,
it's 2020 right now, man.
It's 2020. So we gonna, man. I would love to have you on the show, you know, to speak as many times as possible, man. That's hella cool, man. So if you had a message that you wanted to say to a younger kid that's following your steps, what's the message that you would tell them?
This is the message. Don't make life hard on you. Don't make life hard on yourself. You feel me? You get into the life of crime, street life, gangs. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. It's like selling your soul. You feel me? Because okay, you might get whatever you're looking for. You might get it.
Yeah.
But you're gonna pay a hefty price for that, bro. You feel me? You can lose your life. You can get shot, hurt, paralyzed. You can go to the pen, like we did, do football numbers, or
I think that's.
Or you might not get out.
Or you might not get out. You hear that?
You might not get out.
You might not get out.
And you might not get out because you got life, or you might die in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And a motherfucker might not kill you in there. You might die from health. You know what I'm saying? Complications. Shit like valley fever.
Oh,
you know
valley fever. Pleasant.
Water that look like coffee. Water that looks like coffee at Tracy. You know what I'm saying?
You drink the water, you be like, you be spitting stuff out the water you drinking.
You know what I'm saying? You're not getting the right medical attention in that thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I say it's like selling your soul, bro.
Yeah, because I know I got my scars.
Man,
I paid my price. I paid a hefty price.
Hefty price. You know what I'm saying? But although it made you into the man you are today,
true story.
Cool, but you didn't have to take. We didn't have to take that route. We could have made life easier for ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's one of the hardest things to admit at first. Like to admit, like maybe I could have did it different. Maybe I could have made it a little easier on myself. Because I look at myself and I be like, man, inside I'll be telling people, man, I'm square. Like I'm hella square. I like to square things in life. I like to be happy. All of that shit. In the same sense, I look at somebody, tell them I'm a square, they look at me like, nigga, quit playing with me. Like quit playing with me. Like there's nothing you can quit playing with me. So I man, dude, what I notice is that coming out of prison and doing long stretches of time, we have a quest for normalcy that we embark on. And some of us it drives crazy, but some of us it makes stronger to find normalcy. Because I think what happens when you find that normalcy, you realize that you was the normal all along. Because you was you.
you. And the thing is too is, it's more to me. I'm not just a street motherfucker, bro. It's more to me than that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I'm not just a gang man. It's more. One thing that, you know what I'm saying? When I was in the pen, I was like, man, I wanted to prove to myself and my mama, you know what I'm saying? It's more to me than just the streets and catching cases. You know what I'm saying? And being involved in negative shit.
Because if they look at you in the eyes of others, they get a distorted vision. Like they think we only one track.
Exactly.
Like they don't know. We play football, we play ping pong, we be doing speakings and hollering and men. Realize that we was mentors. We was literally even though it was like even though we might have been standoffish at times because we had low tolerance for ignorance. We did.
Ain't with that bullshit.
We did. But if it was a young homie that really said I don't give a fuck, and came up was like, man, I need to know this, or I need to know this. If he really came to me or Couch, he really had a problem, and he didn't give a fuck. And them was the ones that wanted to learn.
Straight up, I'm always get a game, man, to a youngster, man. And because my first time, I had to learn a lot of shit the hard way. When I went to the pen the first time, I was 18 years old, bro, and people was playing these prison games, these mind games, on this petty ass shit, trying to use a motherfucker for some soups. You know what I'm saying? I remember use motherfuckers for shots of coffee and shit. I just realized that shit, because we wasn't like that on the streets. You feel me? On the streets, you know what I'm saying? We smoking. We're not petty, bro. We're not tripping. So it was like a culture shock to me to come to jail or come to the pen and just peep how motherfuckers be just scheming. You feel me? On hella weirdo shit.
A motherfucker will go to somebody else's door. They'd be like, yeah, I got this for sale. He'll come to your door, ask you for 2-3 soups, talking about I pay you back. And go and use your soups to go buy some shit for somebody else.
Something. You know what I'm saying? You think he hungry? He bought a nigga 3 soups. He want to buy some cigarettes. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Excuse the N-word, man. I'm trying to stop, babe, but you know what I'm saying? But, so what I'm saying is, so by the time when I caught the 18 years, I was already prepared for the bullshit. And you already know, level 4, it's mass manipulators. So I was able to, a lot of youngsters was learned the harder than I did, because I knew better. You feel me?
Yeah.
I know how the motherfuckers be tripping up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, when we come back, we want to talk about what it was like when you came home. So you down? You down for that? After doing all the time,
For sure.
we get on that next time, man.
Yeah.
But until then, this the homie G Couch right here, man. The homie G Couch, man. Give a shout out to all the homies that you already know up in the pen, and all the homies you already know, man.
That's a long list, bruh.
Shoot 'em.
That's a long list. Shout out to my bro, Marv Mitch. You know what I'm saying? Free Marv Mitch. Shout out to Baby Drugs. Damn, they got with somebody up. Anyway. Good luck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Welcome.
Shout out to AD, my homeboy AD.
AD. Shout out AD.
Shout out to Big Bass from 8-9 Family Swans.
Big Bass.
Motherfucking Bass, you feel me? Shit, bruh.
You know they all watch this too. Bass, all of them. They watch this.
Yeah, you want to edit that, but yeah. So, shout out to shit, man. The list was on and on, bruh.
But yeah,
Shout out to the real ones, bruh.
straight up. All right, man. So check me out. Dirty Weather 916 channel booming. We on the move. We trying to hit that 10,000 subscriber mark. You know, and it's good things ahead in 2020. We got these other interviews coming. We got celebrities coming to the show, and we got them call-ins. Other than that, if you enjoyed this interview and you want to see more G Couch, man, let me know in the comments what you think about this interview. Run it up. Dirty Weather. Go.
Bitches don't want no dog. This shit I be writing like flipping birds. I'm tricking the game like I'm on the curb. Spitting this shit that they never heard. I give them the picture and everything.